Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to doctor and all my beloved friends. So today I'm Muaz bin Abdul Malik and my friend Amirul Aiman will present to you, to all of you, about animal hormones. So we decided to divide our presentation into two parts. So for the first part, which include the introduction, the role of hormone, then hormone X, a chemical sickness will be presented by me, and the action of the hormone will be presented by Amirul Aiman, my beloved partner. So let's go for the introduction part. So to do that, this is some fact about the hormone is included in the endocrine system, which the endocrine system and nervous system works together to regulate the activities of the other organ and also our organ, which mean that endocrine and nervous system cooperate with each other to make sure that our organ works properly and correctly. So we because of this topic is animal hormone, which emphasized in hormone is categorized as in the endocrine system. So I will give you some fact about the endocrine system. So endocrine system is composed of gland that secretes hormone which will coordinate the body activities. It is organized for a slower but prolonged response. So I will explain it in Malay so that so you can have a better understanding. So dalam endocrine system ni dia ada kelenjar tu gland lah. Dalam gland tu, dalam hormon ni dia dicipta dalam gland, dalam kelenjar kita. Lepas tu dia akan secret, so maknanya dia akan hantar hormon tu untuk koordinatkan kita punya badan, which mean hormon tu dia tak hantar macam ke semua tempat. Maknanya semua badan kita perlukan hormon tu, tak. Dia certain body part perlukan hormon, macam ada specific hormon untuk specific body part. So they organize for a slower but prolonged response. Masuk kat sini that the hormone when the hormone is secreted from the gland to the body part, it will take time to the body part to work as the hormone tell them to work, which mean maknanya dia ambil masa untuk badan tu dia tindak balas dengan hormon tu cakap for a longer but prolonged response. Maknanya bila dah masuk situ dia macam dah tak payah lama-lama, dia jangka masa panjang punya cerita lah. Maknanya dia dah masuk kita dah boleh dia punya efek dia kita akan rasa untuk jangka masa yang panjang tu. Dia cakap it is organized for a slower but prolonged response. So the that's it. As you can see that the picture below that, which we can see the blood, the artery, the pancreas and the liver. For the artery is represent the nervous system that I just mentioned earlier, that nervous system and endocrine system works together. So for the artery we can see it you can see that there is axon right there. It is resembles the nervous system, and the liver and pancreas that we can see at the back of the artery is represented the endocrine system. Okay, so let's move on to another slide. So you can see this the role of the hormone, which you can see the picture of the major glands of the human endocrine system. Actually there are a lot more major gland in our body, but I will explain you some of it, which I think is important to you guys. So if you want to know the other glands, you can go to Meda at page 747. You can see at there is much more gland that you can see right there. So let's go for the gland that first. I want to explain first is the hypothalamus, which help to regulate the anterior pituitary, which located at the pituitary gland. So for the second one is the pituitary gland, which secrete a lot of hormones. So I just take two of it. But at pituitary hormone, actually are two part in the pituitary gland. Not pituitary hormone, pituitary gland. Sorry, there are two part in the pituitary gland, which is the posterior pituitary and the anterior pituitary. So I take one example at each part, which for the posterior pituitary, I take the antidiuretic hormone, which that we usually call it ADH hormone. As we all know that ADH is a hormone that we use when our level of salt in our blood is high. So ADH will be produced at our pituitary gland and secrete it to our kidney to reabsorb more water, so that more water will be that we will get back to our blood, and it will help to maintain the homeostasis in our blood. So for the anterior pituitary gland, we can see the gonadotropic hormones, which is the sex hormone, FSH and LH. Will produce it. We use it in the production of our gamete. So, okay, we move on to the third gland that I want to explain to you guys today. Which is thyroid. Thyroid secretes thyroxine and tridothyronine, which two of it actually work for a same purpose. So they work to regulate our metabolic rate, which mean our metabolism, which mean our growth and our development. So this is some interesting fact that I found in the internet about the thyroid. So did you know that grave disease, which happen when our thyroid overactive, which mean that they produce too much hormone. Like I give you some example that our body need this level of hormone, but our thyroid gland produce this much of hormone, so it will because of the overproduction of hormone, it will become a disease to our body, because our body did not need it. So this is some symptoms that we can use to identify this grave disease. So first, I give you some of it. First is we have the difficulties to sleep, and for the second one, we have diarrhea, and for the third one, that we have a racing heart, which means that our heart rate is faster than normal people. So that's it for the thyroid gland. So we move on to for the fourth gland, which is the thymus, that is located at near our heart, which we all know that it secretes thymoxines, which help in the production and maturation of T lymphocyte, which we use this T lymphocyte in our immune system, in our immunity. Okay, so let's move on to the last part of my presentation, which is the hormone chemical signal. So hormone are mean of communication between cell to do something or to stop doing something, and only target cell will respond to the hormone by binds to the receptor protein at the cells, and the target cell will respond. receptor protein as okay. For the hormone, I mean of communication between cell to do something or to stop doing something, which mean that uh, I will explain it in Malay so that all of you can have better understanding to it. Okay, maknanya bila hormon mean to of communication between something to do or to stop doing something ni, dia saya akan terangkan tentang to do something dulu. Maknanya macam contohnya badan kita, contoh kat kidney lah, garam dalam darah kita tinggi, so this akan dihantar ke kidney kita kan. Tu maknanya to do something. Maknanya benda kidney tu dia tak buat lagi dia punya function hormon, maknanya absorb balik water, bagi air dikembalikan ke dalam darah supaya kita punya salt level dalam badan kita jadi normal. So tu maknanya to do something. To stop doing something maknanya bila dah air dah masuk, dah cukup kan, kita punya level salt level itu, level of salt in our blood is normal, so dia akan stop. Dia cukup, dia tak hantar dah belah, dia tak hantar dah hormon tu ke kita punya kidney. Tu maknanya dia stop doing something. Maknanya kalau dia still hantar tu, dia terlalu banyak air masuk badan kita, nanti jadi masalah lain pula. So itu maksud dia stop doing something. Okay, jadi tu yang point kedua kan, saya cakap yang dia akan only target cell will respond tu. Maknanya contoh hormon tu, dia contoh macam FSH dengan LH kan, dia hantar kat kita punya sex organ ni. Bila dia hantar, dia hantar hanya dekat sex organ, maknanya dia tak ada hantar, tiba hantar kat tangan kita, tak ada hantar kat kita punya kaki, tak ada. Dia memang hantar kat sex organ sahaja, sebab function hormone tu untuk production of gamete. Itulah that is the explanation about this hormone act as a chemical signal. So I think that's all from me. So I hope that you enjoy my presentation, and I also hope that you will enjoy my partner presentation. Thank you very much for hearing me. So let's move on to my partner presentation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you As for the great explanation. Now we move to my part, which is the action of hormone. As we know, endocrine gland secretes many types of hormone. So today I will explain to you guys two major hormone that been secreted by endocrine gland, which is peptide hormone and also steroid hormone. Peptide hormone came from peptide, protein, glycoprotein, and modified amino acid, while steroid hormone uh, are classified as four carbon rings and derived from cholesterol. For the movement, peptide hormone cannot directly enter the target cell, which it must have a receptor that it can bind to the hormone. For the steroid hormone, it can easily diffuse into the target cell. Now we move to the explanation for the action of peptide hormone first, and then we go to the steroid hormone. Well, the peptide hormone, also known as epinephrine. So, epinephrine will bind to the receptor that have at the plasma membrane. So, the bind between those two will lead to the activation of enzyme that change ATP to CAMP, which is cyclic adenosine monophosphate, or we know as second messenger. Oh, by the way, epinephrine is also known as first messenger. Next, the CAMP will activate the enzyme cascade. So after that, many molecules of glycogen are broken down into glucose and can be used as energy. Next, we move to the action of thyroid hormone. I said earlier, a thyroid hormone can easily diffuse into the cell directly. Because it have lipid soluble properties. So after enter the cell through membrane, cell plasma membrane, it will also pass through the nuclear pore, which is to enter the nucleus. So after enter the nucleus, we by through the nuclear pore, the hormone will bind to the receptor inside the nucleus. After it bind with the DNA, it will lead to the activation of certain gene and specific mRNA molecule. So after the mRNA molecule has been synthesized, the mRNA will move to the ribosome and protein synthesis occur. Okay, between the exchange of steroid hormone and peptide hormone, the exchange of steroid hormone will take a longer steroid hormone will take a longer time because steroid hormone want to synthesize something new, while the peptide hormone just only to activate the thing. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.